Welcome back, you beautiful people. We are Gemma and Campbell, and this week we are going to be showing you exactly what money can buy you in Bali in 2022. From a basic $20 a night guest house, climb into my room. Not actually sure whether that's working or not, but
it's going to be different, definitely.
To a luxury $200 a night treehouse in the jungle, just like this.
Oh my goodness.
It's just so peaceful out here. I think it's one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen in my life. Welcome to Bali.
After parking our home on Wales Ellie somewhere safe and warm, we decided that this year we would escape the winter blues with the help of the jungle paradise of Bali. This week we explore the island of the gods to discover just what money can buy you in 2022, comparing the budget accommodation in the bustling town of Ubud to the jungle retreats that can be found far from civilization in the heart of Bali. If you're new around here and want to see more of our adventures around Asia, then hit that subscribe button and join the gang. But for now, let's check back in as we begin our day at one of Bali's most beautiful sunrise destinations.
Good morning everyone from Bali. It was a proper early start to the morning today for us as we left Canggu about 4:30 and then rode on our scooter all the way up to Ubud, which took about an hour. But the views here are just absolutely worth it. We've decided to start the day off at a place called the Campuhan Ridge Walk, just to the north of Ubud. And yeah, I think these views just speak for themselves. All you can hear is the jungle in the distance, the birds calling to each other. I think I can even hear some monkeys in the trees. It's just so beautiful here.
It's actually just so nice to be back in Bali, especially getting up for sunrise and coming out to all these beautiful spots. Honestly, we are just so happy to be back here. This island is an absolute paradise.
Here you go, babe, your chariot awaits.
Thank you very much. You've got peas. Well, I've got peas. You get peas.
So we are proud members of the Scoopy gang on this trip. Very cheap. This 50cc scooter costs us about 800k for 26 days, which works out as roughly about £1.70 per day. Very affordable and very good.
The only struggle was trying to get here with all of our bags, as we're not packed the lightest, are we?
Honestly, I don't know how we ever used to travel hand luggage only, because like we've really limited how much we've brought on this trip, and like we still have so much stuff. How?
We've got a lot of stuff planned for today, starting off with a couple of waterfalls, and then we're going to go and check into our first hotel for the night. We're staying at two hotels, one very budget one, right in the heart of Ubud, and then one on the outskirts about an hour's drive to the east that is a little more upscale. But because we've got such a busy day, the first stop we need to go and make is to try and find somewhere nice for breakfast. Oh my god, run, run, run.
Chaos.
This place is nice.
It's lovely, isn't it? I don't actually have a clue what's on the menu. We just drove past and I thought, oh, that's quite nice.
Well, I've got to say that's probably one of the most well-presented smoothies that I've actually seen at a cafe.
What about that?
No, look at that. This cost me like, I think about £1 something. It's like a cold pressed juice with mint, lemon, blueberries, watermelon. But yeah, this is very well presented. I get to make it myself.
So in a place like this, right in the heart of Ubud, a breakfast like this will cost you about 225k rupiah. Not too bad, given it is probably some of the best food that I've actually had in a long time when we've been travelling, because usually it consists of croissants and pizza, because those are the two cheapest options.
I just can't get enough of these smoothie bowls, especially when it's so warm. I've gone for a mango smoothie bowl, which comes with dragon fruit, mango, strawberries, and a kind of muesli. Okay, so 2 tickets was 100,000 rupiah, which is £2.50 each, roughly.
Yeah, roughly.
Maths. I'm getting better.
You are getting very good. Good practice, well done. You've been doing your brain training.
I know, oh, I've had to.
Now I guess the main difference between waterfalls in Bali and waterfalls in Scotland is that they're obviously a lot more of a tourist attraction. So what they end up having is like warungs and loads of steps and everything to get actually down to them. Warungs are basically small cafes. They sit up the top and offer refreshments and stuff like that, anything you want to buy. And then the steps just basically take you all the way down to the bottom of the canyon to get to the waterfall. This is Leke Leke we're at first of all, and there's apparently about 400 steps to get down to the bottom. And because it's been raining so heavily, I'm expecting it to be pretty impressive.
And there it is!
That right there, probably one of my favourite waterfalls in Bali. Just the way it's like framed on either side by the cliffs, and it is just so powerful and so beautiful. We did visit a place like this in Scotland one time. It was the one up in the Torridon region that we actually climbed down that hill to get to it. That really reminded me of Leke Leke.
This is definitely one of my favourite waterfalls as well, which is why we actually came back to this one specifically, because up around the Ubud region you've got so many waterfalls to choose from. This one seems to be a little bit quieter. It's definitely one of my favourites, I absolutely love it.
Right, should we get changed? Go for a swim? There's even like a cave behind there. That is just crazy. But you've got your good shoes on, that's good. Hiking shoes.
Pack them specifically. I'm not got, well actually now's a good point to talk about Campbell's impressive water shoes. Look at these.
Sexy.
They've literally done him for the gym, out and about every day, and they're waterproof, so they're going in the waterfall. Very handy.
Well, I think that is just another sign of how tragic we are. What happened?
Okay, so Campbell's one up on me. Maybe my shoes weren't the best for hiking to a waterfall. I kind of slipped a little bit on the way back up and fell in the mud. So I think instead of going to another waterfall, we're just going to head back to Ubud, go for a little shop around the markets, get some lunch.
Yeah, because the rain's actually just coming on as well.
And, I mean, look at me, I feel like I'm dripping with sweat.
Yep, thunder's rumbling in the distance, so I think it's going to be 400 steps back up to the top, and then a quick scoot back to Ubud in the rain. Fantastic. This is miserable! Oh man, we just had to pull in at the side of the road. This is insane! Oh, right. I take back everything I said about rainy season. This is like ridiculous. All you can do is just wait it out. I think this is as good as it's going to get. Okay, so this is our basic accommodation right in the heart of Ubud.
So this is Junket Guesthouse where we are staying tonight, and it's a Balinese compound where the family live and then they rent out the rooms around the compound. It's right in the heart of Ubud, right on the street where the markets are. So it's really, really close to all your restaurants, cafes, things like that. And it's a really friendly, kind of nice atmosphere in here. It just feels like you're coming into someone's home and you're so, so welcomed. It's lovely. Now we have a super fancy entrance. Look at this. Locks with a padlock. To climb into my room. And this is our bedroom for tonight. Now this is the most basic place I'd say we've stayed in quite a long time. There's not actually any curtains on the window, so thank goodness I brought my eye mask because it's only like a kind of white net. We have upgraded, however, from the last time we were in Bali. We used to stay places with no aircon. This time we were like, nah, need aircon. So I'm not actually sure whether that's working or not, but we'll see. I've got two double beds. I am hoping that someone's not going to appear in here at midnight and say that they're sleeping there because it's not really what we booked, but we'll find out. Got a little dressing area, a wardrobe, one charging point, which is why we have like everything coming out the one socket. And this is our bathroom. Now there isn't any toilet paper, so you have to use the shower hose.
I think that's like a traditional kind of like Indonesian bath. So you
so that's like the shower where you
scoop the water out, yeah.
Okay. And then we do have this kind of shower and a little sink. So it is very, very basic.
And it was also very cheap. This place just cost, I think it was roughly about £12 per night. Compared to other places right in the heart of Ubud, that's not too bad. And also, because we're so close to the market, I can actually hear the guy out in the high street playing his ukulele. So I'm hoping that's not going to go on too late either, because we've got another sunrise mission tomorrow morning. It's going to be different, definitely. Fix that nice security lock. Now, one of the main advantages of staying in the city centre of Ubud is you've got a huge range of different restaurants that you can choose from for dinner, and I think I know exactly where we're going to go tonight.
The thing I love about this place is you can get a huge selection of tapas and it allows you to try loads of different things. It's also so reasonably priced for how much you get, like, and it is so tasty. Like, honestly, I think this is one of our favourite restaurants in Bali.
And of course the main entertainment is the lizards up on the wall.
I know, they're so cute. I've got some behind Campbell, he's got some behind me. We just find ourselves gazing over each other's shoulder, just like watching them run around the wall. It's really
like
entertaining. I know, it's funny, isn't it?
don't know what it is about the bintangs here, but they're very Moorish. I am definitely not as young as I used to be. So again, we're up bright and early this morning because we're heading to the Tegelalang Rice Terrace. There's one little spot that we never found last time, and it should be absolutely beautiful this morning. Oh my god, wet bottom. Alright, made it to the car park. Only got lost a couple of times, as to be expected with us. But this is basically a kind of hidden part of the Tegelalang Rice Terrace, which we've never actually visited before. We always tried to get to it last time, but we would never be able to actually find it in time for sunrise. The sky is looking so pink right now. I think it is going to be an absolutely beautiful sunrise this morning. Steps are like treacherous.
Not in the right footwear.
I think the thing that I love the most about Bali is that although it's like such a tourist hotspot these days, all you need to do is get up at sunrise and head to one of these locations, and all of a sudden you've got the entire rice terrace all to yourself. Like, it's just about to turn 6 o'clock, the sun's just risen, and we're the only ones here stomping around in the mud, and it just feels like you've got the entire place to yourself. Alright, as usual again, we've taken the wrong turn, but there's a guy who looks like he knows what he's doing up there, 'cause he's vlogging to a camera. So if in doubt, follow the guy with the microphone and his camera. Yeah, not me though. That rule is void. If it's me, if it's anyone else with a microphone, follow them.
Alright, that's what we're looking for.
I think it's to say trekking, and we're onto something now.
This is looking more like it. I think we made it, babe.
Just! Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, wow. This spot is so beautiful, isn't it? Sunrise is definitely the best time to come to Tegelalang. Like, look at the lighting down there, and that view just hits so nicely.
And it is also just like so peaceful here. Like, all we can hear is the running stream that just sits below us, and the birds and everything in the distance, and the chickens all starting to wake up. What a spot to start off the day.
It's beautiful.
It is absolutely
so
stunning. Okay, so the time's come to now check out of Ubud and head about an hour to the east for our second hotel in this trip. And I've got to say, this is the one that I've actually been looking forward to the most. Okay. Okay, we made it. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that is beautiful.
And they even just brought us our own welcome drinks.
Not entirely sure what drinks they are,
But I think I might get ready and enjoy mine while chilling in the hammock. Okay, yep, this place is definitely a little bit of me. That view is just insane. Just the one thing that would make this a little bit better is if those bugs that make so much noise, that's the noise you can hear right now, would just pipe down just for a little bit.
he's over there somewhere. That is so noisy. There you go, babes.
Oh, thank you.
How
It's a
good's
little
that?
welcome drink we've
Delivered
got.
to the door. I know.
Oh, that is so good. Tastes almost like a flat mojito. How stunning is this place? I think it's one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen in my life. So we'll start off showing you guys the downstairs. Now, when we arrived, we were greeted by the hosts and they showed us into the villa and opened up all these blinds to show us out to this spectacular view. I'm going to try and open this one now. Breakfast, dinner with a view, right? Like, I know I always say this, but I genuinely am speechless. Like, I don't really know what to say about that other than wow.
And what makes this place so unique is it is actually all outdoors. There's one door at the entrance, which I think is more for dramatic effect, because you come down here, there's no windows, there's no walls. That just leads straight out into the car park as well. There's a swing out there, which we're going to go and have a go on later on, but it's literally out in the open. The beds actually have mosquito nets over them so that you don't get bitten while you're asleep.
And so the villa actually comes with a kitchen area and a dining table. It also sleeps 4, so actually splitting the cost between 4 people would be really reasonable. I think we paid around £169 for one night, between 4 for this view. I'd say that's pretty good. Some fresh drinking water and a kitchen area, so if you do choose to cook whilst you're here, you can. But they did also give us some menus. There's like a local Italian along the road and you can WhatsApp them, they can deliver your food, or you can just walk along to it, so that's really good as well. Right, I was going to tidy this, but Campbell told me not to.
I want to show you guys the reality of what it's like travelling with this one. Immediately I arrived, when I said can we do a room tour, stripped down, jumped in the shower, and then proceeded to decorate the place with her pants. What's that all about?
Do you know why? Here, let me tell you why. because we got here, I went to take stuff out of the shower bag and basically it had opened and burst everywhere. So when I was washing everything off, it was really soapy and I was like, oh, let me just do like a quick sink wash with all this soap to actually just make the use out of it, because you know, make use out of waste.
This is what I meant when I said earlier we do not belong in a place like this. I've got my fancy shirt on, trying to look the part, and we've already decorated the place with our knickers. Who invites us places?
And anyway, so we've got another little sitting area here and into the outdoor shower. I absolutely love this. This is like one of the things I was actually looking forward to coming back to Bali for, was like these outdoor showers, and that was why I ran straight for it, because I love it. Okay, upstairs. Okay, so bedroom number 1.
I've already shown you guys the hammock, because like, look at that, this is where I'll be spending the next night.
I missed this. Remember we were like sleeping in our hammocks when we were travelling Europe?
Come on, we've got the rest of the place to film.
That's it, this is bedroom number 1. I'm going to test the bed because I haven't done. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting that to be so soft. That is so comfy. Oh, no mozzies will be getting us tonight. I love mozzie nets. Do you think we could put one in Ellie? And then this is where we've decided to dump all of our bags. Now maybe we should sleep through there and have this as our bag area. A little wardrobe area where you can hang up all your bits and bobs, and another little seating area. And time for one of the best parts. We have a swing that swings out right across the jungle, and it's so quiet here. It's not like when you go to like the busy tourist spots where there's swings and everyone's queuing for a shot. This one we've got to ourselves, just with the other villas. It is so peaceful.
Ready? Go!
This is so much fun. Right, now is your challenge to stop me without tipping me off.
Oh. Okay ma'am, that'll be 500 K rupiah.
No chance.
I opened to good price.
Oh, not a problem. Oh, thank you so much. Wow. How about that?
Oh my goodness. This is so nice, honestly. Like, just brought our food, you know, you just expect that it might be like a Gojek or something, a delivery like that, where it comes just in little bags and you just take it from your driver. Actually no, they've come in with it on trays and put it on the table for us. It's like proper table service. Yum!
Oh my god.
That, what have you got?
Mojito.
I got the strawberry feel the berry or something.
Oh, lovely. Got all those limes.
Oh, it comes with berries, like actual strawberries in it.
Good morning everyone. It's literally just sunrise now. I can just see the clouds starting to turn a little bit pink. The bugs have just started to wake up in the forest as well, and it's becoming so noisy. And oh my god, I had such a good sleep last night. That bed combined with like the just atmosphere of being here in the jungle is so comfortable. It's just incredible, this place. Now the thing that I'm still trying to get used to about Bali is that the traditional Bali coffee, you basically just have this very finely ground coffee. You put it at the bottom of your cup and then you just pour the water in on top of it so that the actual coffee grounds still sit at the bottom of the cup, which means if you take a sip that's too big or too quick, you end up with a mouthful of coffee.
Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning. Is this not just the most magical place to wake up? I feel so at peace. I had such a good sleep last night. Woke up a couple of times just to like the sounds of the jungle, and I just love it. It's just so peaceful out here. So we're on monkey watch, thankfully from a distance. They're playing around in the trees down here.
I can actually see it. I can see his wee face.
Ah!
Yeah, eating the fruit. That's
That
so
is
cute.
Just stay down and eat that fruit. Don't come and eat ours.
Oh well, thank you so much.
And again, breakfast delivered directly to our door.
How
Just
nice is
outside.
this?
Bye house. So sad to leave.
So now it's time for us to head off on our next adventure. If you want to see that, guys, then make sure you subscribe so you can see it next Sunday. And until then, we'll see you next week.
See ya.